Welcome back for part 4 of What If Darth Vader Went Back in Time. Thank you for your support on the other parts of this What If. If you haven't seen any of those, the links will be in the description below. Luckily for the Jedi, Master Windu had descended from his aerial assault and went to tackle their new opponent Grievous. The purple blade moved in a blur, but the cyborg was blocking all of Windu's attacks, as his programming copied every move that was made. The other Jedi sense that the duel has become a stalemate, and Obi-Wan orders the Republic forces to detonate the area. The new clones descend from low-altitude gunships and fire at the facility, and it began to erupt into flames, leaving Ventress and Grievous no choice but to leave. Ventress enters her ship, and she is greeted with the displeasured holographic figure of Dooku. The Night Sister reported that the Jedi had destroyed the cloning complex, and Dooku is surprised, as he had expected them to defend it from the Separatist forces. The Sith apprentice passed this interesting development on to his master, and Sidious was growing concerned. Did the Jedi know more than they seemed, or were they the feeble creatures they had shown to be? Sidious needed to wipe them all out soon, and the Sith Lord ordered Dooku for the construction of another cloning complex, this time underground on Kamino. Back at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, the Council are going through the events on Kamino, and find themselves wondering about Asajj Ventress. The Padawan of fallen Jedi Knight Kai Narek appeared to serve under the Sith, and the Jedi had sensed her hate was not refined like Dooku's. Perhaps Ventress was another way the Jedi could defeat the Sith. Obi-Wan and Anakin choose to investigate and go to Jedi Master Terra Sunube, who had helped the training of Knight Narek. The former council member is seated in the Jedi archives, and alongside him is the Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano, serving under Keldor Jedi Master Plo Koon. Master Sunube searches the Republic database, and last found Knight Narek under the fire of Weequay pirates in the Outer Rim. Obi-Wan knew this meant a trip to Hondo. Obi-Wan and Anakin are joined by Ahsoka and Plo Koon in their journey to the Outer Rim planet of Florum, and they land beside one of the planet's dust bowls situated on the planet's terrain. Ahsoka and Plo Koon remain on the ship, in case the pirates attempted a sabotage, and Obi-Wan greets his old friend in Hondo. Anakin was about to force choke the pirate, but Obi-Wan knows this will only make dealing with the pirates worse, and follows Hondo into his destroyed base. The Jedi are offered some pirate brew, but refuse, as Anakin cannot contain his aggression any longer, and asks Hondo as to what happened to Knight Narek. Although the Weequay pirates on the planet of Ratatak were in a different gang, word had spread quickly of the pirates claiming victory over the Jedi Knight. Obi-Wan and Anakin stare at each other in bemusement and demanded to know more. Hondo doesn't know much, other than the Weequay pirates also killed a slaver by the name of Halstead. Walking back out of the base, the two Jedi are stunned in the back. With the pirates, everything came at a price. Aboard the Jedi gunship, Ahsoka looked with her macro binoculars and saw the Jedi being dragged away. The Togruta was eager to get going, but Plo Koon demanded for patience. The two Jedi waited into the night until the pirates were asleep, and they made their move. Using their blades to provide light, they creeped through the sleeping pirates and disabled the bindings from the Jedi and carried them back to their ship. The pirates had just noticed, but it was too late as the Jedi flew back to their cruiser. Together, they contact the Council and share what they had discovered. Yoda frowned in puzzlement as it was reported that Narek had killed the slaver before the Grand Master realised the truth. Dooku had manipulated Ventress into believing the Jedi were responsible for the death of her master. As Ahsoka and Plo Koon return to Coruscant for their own mission, Obi-Wan and Anakin make a journey to another hostile planet in Dathomir. The Jedi's initial trepidation is heightened by their arrival, as the entire clan pointed their energy bows at their heads, until Talzin ordered them to stand down. The spiritual leader of the clan guided the Jedi to their base, and Obi-Wan reported the truth to what had happened to Ventress. Talzin looked for any lies from the Jedi, but could not detect any, and she then stood above a cauldron. The Jedi stood back as she performed a ritual, holding a totem of Dooku. Across the galaxy, Dooku had been seated on his throne on Sereno when he felt a great pain in his head, and he did not know what it was. The Sith apprentice scrambled to his holoprojector and found the code to his master Sidious. The Sith Lord identified it to be the work of the Night Sisters, and promptly repelled Towson's attacks. Nonetheless, the lies woven by the Sith were unraveling. That is it for part 4 of What If Darth Vader Went Back in Time. If you'd like to see a part 5 soon, please like this video, turn on your notification bell, subscribe to this channel and my other channel What If Films for more what ifs. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.